Here we are having a little walk in the middle of the vineyards, and these vineyards are especially for cognac production. The most typical grape used for the cognac is Ugni Blanc. There's many others as well, but it's more or less like 98% of the grapes are Ugni Blanc grapes. And as you can see already, the grapes have been mostly picked up. October is the time when the grapes are ripe enough for harvesting. And they obviously have picked them up already maybe a week ago or so, because now we are in mid-October. The weather is still gorgeous, and the leaves, the foliage of the grapes are turning slowly more yellow, and then this really beautiful red and brown colors are glowing here in the vineyards in November, when the proper autumn comes here.
We're in the wonderful town of Jarnac, and we thought to take a little trip here because the weather is so glorious. And Jarnac is a town east of Cognac and west of Angoulême, only around 25 minutes from us. And it's a lovely town on the river of the Charente River, and it's quite known here for a few different things. I guess maybe the most it's best known for being the birthplace of the French president François Mitterrand, and then also it's home to some famous cognac houses also, because we're really in the heart of cognac here. So you have Courvoisier and Delaman and also Thomas Hein cognacs, and they would be quite well-known cognacs. I believe Napoleon's favorite cognac was a Courvoisier, and even the late Queen Elizabeth, her favorite cognac was from this Thomas Hein. So it's a really lovely town here, and we love to stroll around. When it comes to cognac, Courvoisier is the smallest of what's known as the big four, the others being Hennessy, Remy Martin and Martell. And so we're just standing outside the building now. It's rather beautiful, but a little bit of noisy construction going on behind. We are going to take a little walk now just behind the cognac factory, where there's kind of a little labyrinth of pathways, and it seems to be where the intake of water from the river was taken, and there's lots of little mills and nice buildings and storage houses for where the cognac is stored. So it's something we only actually discovered a couple of months ago. So anytime we come to Jarnac, it's lovely to come and walk these little streets. When you see these blackened buildings, we often wondered, were they fire damaged or was it from some kind of smoke or something? But we have learned since that these buildings are where the cognac is stored, and even now standing outside you can really smell the alcohol, and apparently that when the alcohol evaporates, because there's a certain percentage of alcohol every year that evaporates, it creates this. I'm trying to remember now what people have said. It's either a mold or a fungus that turns the buildings black, and so it's always nice to pass these buildings because you know it must be full of barrels of cognac inside.
This part of Jarnac is called Le Moulin because there are many mills, water mills, and little rapids and waterfalls all around. And there's really nice, quaint bridges going here and there. It's a lovely walk to do here. And water generally is very important, of course, when making cognac. And the most of the cognac houses are by the Charente River and using the water of Charente originally. And then, of course, exporting and transporting the cognac along the water has been very important. So now you can see this black building from this side. It is really black all over. Let's see what is behind here. It's so peaceful, there's hardly anyone. It's Friday afternoon, so people are at work, in school, so we can have our privacy here. Oh, there's a very nice, beautiful, old wooden water mill. I don't know, it could be even work still, or does it? No, it's a bit too old for that, probably. That would be a nice place for the apartment to have the fresh breeze from the river for your breakfast. In summertime, people are canoeing here a lot, so they can hire canoes and go all around. There are really nice routes made. You can even try to go through the rapids if you want. And there's a beautiful chateau behind. All this cognac area is full of chateaus. As you can understand, the cognac producers were quite wealthy and they had huge vineyards producing grapes for the cognac. Let's have a little walk